In a quiet village surrounded by mountains and winding roads, there lived an old woman named Emma. Her back was bent from years of hard work, her hair white like the first snow of winter, and her eyes dim but filled with the wisdom of a life long lived. Emma had no children, no husband. He had passed long ago, and no close relatives. She lived alone in a small, crumbling cottage on the outskirts of the village. One cold autumn morning, Emma woke up feeling unusually weak. Her knees ached, and her hands shook when she tried to lift the kettle. She was running out of firewood, and the roof was leaking. Winter was approaching fast, and she realized she couldn't make it alone. With great effort, she wrapped herself in a tattered shawl and slowly made her way to the village, leaning heavily on her cane. Her steps were slow, but determination carried her forward. She stopped first at the baker's shop. "Please," she said, her voice soft and cracked, "could you spare some bread? I have no money, but I will repay you when I can." The baker, a young man with a thick beard, barely looked at her. "I don't give away food," he said sharply. "I have my own family to feed." Emma nodded slowly and moved on. She went to the butcher, then to the grocer, then to the tailor, and finally to the mayor's office. Each time she received the same response, a polite refusal at best, and at worst, cold indifference. Some muttered under their breath, "She's just an old beggar," while others looked away, pretending not to hear her. Her heart grew heavier with every rejection. By sunset, Emma sat down by the side of the dusty road, exhausted, hungry, and disheartened. Her bones ached from the cold that began to settle in the air. Tears welled up in her tired eyes, not from pain, but from the deep sadness of being forgotten. As darkness fell and the village lights flickered on, a man named Jehan passed by on his way home from the fields. He was a simple farmer, known for his quiet nature and deep faith. When he saw Emma sitting alone, he stopped immediately. "Mother," he said gently, kneeling beside her, "why are you out here alone in the cold?" Emma looked up, surprised by the kindness in his voice. "I have no food left, no warmth, no strength," she whispered. "I called for help, but no one listened." John's face contorted with grief. "Come," he said. "You will stay in my house. You are like my mother, and I cannot leave you like this. God would not be pleased if I went back." Without another word, he gently picked her up and carried her into his home, where his wife welcomed her. Day after day, Emma regained her strength. John and his wife cared for her as if she were their own mother. John repaired her cottage, provided it with food, and made sure she had firewood for the winter. Word of his kindness spread through the village, and many were embarrassed. Some tried to visit her with gifts, but Emma greeted them with a polite smile and few words. The pain of being ignored in her time of need was not easily forgotten. "I am no one special," he said after she thanked him once again. "I only did what any person should do. God sees what we do when no one else is looking. I treated you the way I hoped someone would treat my mother if she were still alive." Emma smiled, tears glistening in her eyes. "You gave me more than help," she said softly. "You gave me back my dignity." Years later, when Emma passed away peacefully in her sleep, the entire village came to her funeral. They wept not only for the old woman they had once ignored, but also for the lesson she left behind, a reminder of the importance of compassion and how a single act of kindness can light a fire in the coldest of hearts. And John, he never spoke about what he did, but those who knew him said he lived peacefully, content with the knowledge that he did the right thing, even when no one else did. Let me know in the comments if you like the story, or if you'd like a different version, a more poetic one or a more modern one. I look forward to your responses.